wants to highlight its high earning potential to attract new job applicants. Which summary statistic should it publicize if a few executives earn high salaries while most staff earn entry-level wages? Now we are looking at a small business that wants to attract new job applicants by highlighting its high earning potential, right? But the catch is that a tiny handful of executives earn massive salaries, while a vast majority of the staff earn basic entry level wages. Now let's look at how data can be strategically presented or misrepresented depending on the statistical tool you choose. When we summarize a dataset, we typically use three core measures of central tendencies: the mean, the median, and the mode. While they all try to pinpoint the center of a dataset, they calculate it in completely different ways. The type of data distribution you have, whether it is perfectly symmetrical or heavily skewed, dictates how these metrics behave. So, because in a highly unequal environment, these numbers will tell completely different stories. Let's start with the mean, which is the standard arithmetic average. Now, to find the mean, you'd add up every single salary in the building and divide it by the total number of employees. Now, because the mean forces every single value into its calculation, it is incredibly vulnerable to outliers. Now, extreme values that sit far away from the rest of the dataset. When you add a multi-million-dollar executive salary to a pool of entry-level wages, now that outlier pulls the mean sharply upward, making the average salary look much higher than what most employees actually take home. Now let's look at why the other options do not serve the business's goal of inflating their advertised earnings. The mode is simply the most frequent occurring number in the dataset. Now, because most staff earn entry-level wages, the mode would just spit out that low entry-level dollar amount. Now, the median is exactly the middle value. Now, when you line up all the salaries from the lowest to the highest, because the vast majority of employees are at the bottom, the middle position will still land squarely on a lower staff wage. So the median completely ignores the value of the executive outliers, making it a fair representation of typical worker pay, but a poor marketing tool for a company that is trying to boast about high earnings. This brings us directly to our decision framework. If the business's goal is to legally publicize the highest possible number to show off earning potential, they must choose the statistic that is most distorted by those rich executives. So that statistic is the mean. By averaging the massive executive packages into the regular payroll, the mean creates an artificial middle ground that screws the data upward, serving as a perfect recruiting headline. So option C is our correct answer. In summary, outliers pull the mean toward them, while the median remains resistant. When a business wants to exaggerate its general pay scale using true data, the mean is always going to be the go-to metric to use.